Hunter Cure, congratulations.
Well, thank you. It's nice to be back in the winner's circle.
Yeah, I bet so. Did everything go according to plan tonight?
Well, everything but getting fined for taking too long in the box. I feel like that my horse was nervous last night. We tried to make a few little subtle changes tonight, and then kind of everyone has a plan till you get punched in the mouth, and so we had to take that playbook, throw it out the window, and manage until I felt like the horse was controlled, standing up, squaring the shoulders, and was ready to leave and be behind the bridle. She still leaked a little bit, but we were fortunate enough to get out tonight.
Okay, so what do you mean by that? Because we're doing something at home called Top 15 Challenge. People are watching, they want to learn. How do you get here? What do you mean when she leaked out a little bit? What does that feel like to you?
So by having your horse all the way in the corner, you almost feel like you have your rubber band spring loaded, and when the rubber band takes off a little bit even before you nod, that she's smart enough and knows enough about this game that she's reading me and my body language, knowing that I'm preparing to nod and she's trying to already get going. And so our challenge will be in the morning. We're going to change a few things by getting up at 6. We'll be in the arena at 7, and we'll be working on just maintaining and keeping her behind the bridle until I release.
What does she weigh?
I believe she'll weigh about 1230.
Okay, about 1230. So imagine 1,230 pounds ready to explode, and he has to finesse that with the pressure of a rubber band.
Certainly. I feel like that once you cage that animal in the corner, that their natural instinct is to go nowhere but forward and down and flat, and that's what we've been working on for a solid month in preparation leading up here. That our starts have went from going behind a steer about 2 inches to an inch the next week to with them the week after that, and the week of Thanksgiving I'm trying to anticipate and go ahead of the steer all week in order to get here. And so the more I tighten that rubber band up on the starts, the more you're going to have some of these what we call leaking issues that they're anticipating you nod and are ready to go.
Okay, that's a great explanation, by the way.
Okay.
So how much does feed play a part of their mental game?
I feel like if a horse is balanced not only in their gut, that let me rephrase that if that's all right.
Sure.
I feel like once a horse is balanced in their gut, in their intestines, once you have the probiotics and the prebiotics already in there, that from there you're never going to get reactionary results out of your horse because of ulcers or complications with impaction with your hay diet. So I feel like once you have the gut balance, the rest of it will outwardly shine in a little bit of time.
Yeah. So why ADM?
I choose ADM for the simple fact of when I put a coffee can in that bag and I get a scoop of feed out, that I'm not adding 3 scoops of powder that's going to settle out to the bottom, or pumping a bunch of additives on top of it. It's already in that. And when that horse takes a bite, there's no way to filter it all out to the bottom of the bucket and leave a messy bucket. It gets all the way directly into the guts and the hind gut, and I get the nutrition where it's needed.
That's awesome. So which one do you particularly like?
I'm a Power Glow fan.
Okay.
And then once a horse reaches a certain body condition, if they have that tendency to be a little bit of a glutton and overperform to a certain degree, I'll back off and go to the Patriot, and that keeps the top line condition without letting them get too big. But why I got to the Power Glow to start with is I had a hard keeper, had some ulcer issues just because he was that nervous, kind of hard mentality. He was always on go, and once we were able to balance out the ulcer issues, that we got a more level and consistent performance out of, and they got me here in 2013 and 2015 for the opportunity to win this buckle.
Then I'd say it's well worth the price of the bag. It's a good investment.
If it works, why change it?
That's right. Hunter Cure, thanks for your time.
You're welcome.
We appreciate it, and thanks for telling us about ADM feed. Thank you for being here in the Top 15 Challenge. We'll see you in the next video.